All right, guys. So this is a job that we're starting today here. I wanted to show you guys what the expansion joint looks like before we level. As you can see, the guys already got started making the holes for the piers. So if you take a look in here, you can see where they've tried to put some silicone in here to fill in that gap to try to keep the moisture out of behind the brick. Once we'll take that out, and then once we level, that gap should close down to probably a quarter inch or less. All right, guys, welcome back. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, as you can see, this homeowner has some stone here on his entryway, and it does have a pier that goes in that corner. This house is going to be leveled from the front only. The back was fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in from this corner, the last pier that they install here, and they'll tunnel underneath to get to this section to install the pier, and then we'll level. As you can see some of the signs of the house dropping forward. You can see this gap in here. So once, like I said, once we level, this will be taken out. Once we level, this will close back up like it should be. As you can see, this house has a lot of beautiful landscaping done, a lot of vegetation. So when the guys work, anything that is in the way, we'll remove and reinstall. But I want you to take a good look at the way it looks now. And when we're done, I'm going to show you another frame of the way it looks after we've worked in that area. So you can see kind of how the guys clean up and put everything back the way it goes. All right, guys. So I wanted to show you the progress on day 2 of this job. As you can see, the guys already have the holes dug here. They're starting to bring the cylinders by the holes so that the other guy can come in with a machine, start driving these cylinders into the earth. Um, as you can see, like this bush we did not take out. It was just tied back to this bush. We try to leave as many of them in that way as we can. If you come over here, you can also see how much soil we leave around the roots to try to not shock the tree. We want to make sure that, when we reinstall it, it comes back pretty quickly. Over here, you can see all the piers that, we discussed yesterday that were going to go in the front of the home. In this particular corner, you can see that it already had a pier system. So what usually ends up happening is that when they drive these cylinders into the earth, if they don't go deep enough, they don't get enough pounds of pressure, uh, then the house, it tends to move again over time. So we try to push them in until we get between 10 and 13,000 pounds of pressure to make sure that that's more than enough pressure to hold that section of the house. Uh, as you can see over here, the guys are still tunneling over there to install the pier that goes in this corner. And you can see all the work the guys are doing over here. So once this job is complete, we'll come back through. We'll shoot another video here in this area so you can see how all the vegetation goes back, what the soil looks like. Once they put all the soil back in, they've already moved the mulch to the side to try to reinstall it back when we're finished, to try to make this look as normal as possible. But again, we do have to leave the soil a little bit higher up because it'll compact on its own over time. We don't want that to compact past the soil line and then collect water and move the house again. So that's why we leave it up a little bit higher. All right, guys. So this job is complete. I wanted to show you in the other video. You can see where we did the piers on this side. So this is what it looks like when the guys are done. They put all the gravel back after we filled in the holes and installed the piers and everything. So this is kind of what it looks like. Um, Also, if you remember, we were discussing the vegetation. Because we did have to remove some plants and some rock and stuff like that. So this is what it looks like when the guys put everything back. As you can see, some of these plants do look a little bit wilted, but they take a few. They can take a few weeks, maybe a month, to come back. Once the roots take hold again. If you come over here, if you remember, this is where we had the holes for the piers, and this is where we did the hole for the tunneling, so we wouldn't have to um, break up this homeowner's limestone. So you can see that the sprinklers, the plants, the vegetation, everything's been put back where it was, um, and it's kind of the same process throughout. So I just wanted to show you guys because there's a lot of homeowners that are, some of them do get worried about their plants, or some people have just put plants in when right before we start. So this is kind of what it looks like. The guys put everything back to their best of their abilities, and any mulch, rock, stone, gravel, they usually pick that up before they start digging, so that when they finish putting all the soil back, they can put the gravel, stone, whatever the homeowner had in that area back, and try to make it look as best as possible, or as close to the way it looked before we got started. One last location where we installed a pier. If you remember, the guys removed some of this brick out of the way, dug the hole, did what they had to do. We did separate the sand because these take sand underneath before the soil. So they did separate the sand so they could put the sand back where it was supposed to be, which is on top of the soil and under the brick.